We said it.
Hi, hello, welcome to another episode of Now We Said It. I'm your host, Quisha. How are y'all doing today, y'all? I'm cramped up. I'm in bed with a nice, cozy cup of tea, all right? Speaking of tea, is there any Housewives news that I feel needs to be discussed? Y'all, Salt Lake City is in 2 days. Are y'all happy? Well, you'll be getting this on Tuesday, so Salt Lake City premieres tomorrow on Wednesday, y'all. I am so excited. I had to go to my mother's house and finagle her cable information. Therefore, I will be on time with all of these episodes. I will no longer have to purchase them with my hard-earned coin. I'm just stealing my mother's cable so I can watch all the shows. I'm going to also be talking a little bit about Southern Charm. Just give me a little bit to get caught up, and I'm thinking about moving the podcast to a different day so that I'll have time to recap all of the episodes. I think I'm just going to do them all in one podcast episode, so bear with me. I will let y'all know the new date once I figure out what that's going to be, because y'all, we got a full plate now. We got Salt Lake City, we have Potomac, we have Southern Charm. I am not talking about OC, and I believe Atlanta starts soon, right? I believe it starts in December. Have y'all seen the trailer for Atlanta? Oh my gosh, I think it looks really good. It looks very promising. I'm really excited to see and hear about what went down at that bachelorette party with the quote unquote threesome. Was that the tea? Was that the story that was going around? An alleged threesome. I want to know who it was with, and I heard that it wasn't with Candy, and I am very surprised. Y'all know Candy is the freaky one of the group, so I would think she would have something to do with the little threesome action, but I guess not. I want to give a huge congratulations to President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was a lovely weekend. I woke up on a Saturday, at the crack of noon, to some wonderful news, and it just the pressure that has been lifted off of my shoulders. I do know that we have a lot of work to do, but this is a very big step. History has been made. Oh, y'all. And I live in this red ass Florida. I can't believe they did us like this. I'm not surprised though, y'all. We are surrounded by Trump supporters, but that is okay. They can sit their ass down somewhere now and be mad for 4 years, hopefully 8, and continue on. Donald Trump can get his Cheeto ass up out, honey. You ain't got to go, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Bye, bitch. Oh, it just feels so good. The taste of victory. Let me sip my tea. Hold on. Let me sip my tea off that. If anybody wants to know, I'm drinking the Peach Detox Tea by Yogi. It is my absolute favorite. I cannot be without it in my home. Y'all, it's still hot. I'm slightly loopy because I am on a muscle relaxer, okay? I am slightly loopy. I would love a glass of wine, but I am also in the middle of a weight detox, so I can't drink wine for about a week. So, it's good news and it's bad news, okay? It's all over the place for me. I don't know if I talked about this in the last episode, but y'all probably have heard the news already that Kathy Hilton is joining Beverly Hills as a friend of. I do not care unless she's going to really stir up the drama between Kyle, and I want to see more of Kim, but honestly, I am so over Kyle, y'all. She is not my favorite. So sorry about the news about Erica and Tom Girardi getting a divorce. I heard it's because she's sleeping with that dude from Dancing with the Stars. Do y'all know anything about that? Y'all let me know. I also saw in Dumas that she was cheating. She's been cheating for a while, and so was he. So I'm curious as to why did she just stick it out? Much respect to Tom, but he is old and his time is almost gone. She should have just stayed in there, held on. They could have kept it open, and she could have got that check. Secure the bag, sis. Maybe if they're ending it on good terms, he'll make sure she's well taken care of. We'll see about all of that. While I haven't started watching OC, and I'm technically not talking about it, I do want to talk about Bronwyn for a second. Are they divorced or not, or is he just moved out? The man with the necklaces. I also heard that she was dating a woman. Get it how you live, bitch. Do I have any other tea that doesn't concern? Oh, y'all, I also heard that New York might be kind of boring. The new season of New York. I'm very interested. I was listening to my friends on Know That podcast. Y'all listen to them. Know that they are great. I was listening to them and I believe it was them. They were talking about how it's going to be interesting to see how Leah mixes it up with the new housewife, Ebony. Is Ebony going to steal Leah's shine? Is Leah going to be okay with that? I'm very interested to see their dynamic. Listen, y'all know I'm watching regardless, okay? I haven't heard too much news about Jersey. I've just seen pictures here and there of them filming. Some of them had masks on, some did not. All right, I guess that's all the tea I have, y'all. Was that much tea for anybody, or was I just telling y'all everything y'all already knew? Oh well. All right. Let's get into this episode of Potomac. This is season 5, episode 15. It is titled Portu-Girl-Bye. That is a cute title. I might actually leave my podcast titled that unless I find something funnier and shadier myself. Now, the episode starts off boring as hell. The ladies are just getting ready for Portugal, actually hanging out with Baby Dean. Gizelle is attempting to call Jamal. He sends her ass straight to voicemail. Then Wendy calls Robyn to talk about the fact that Monique pressed charges on Candiace, and they are saying, on what grounds does Monique have to press charges against Candiace? While I do agree with that, I will say it again, they're just going a little bit too hard on Monique. Then we shoot over to Monique. She is meeting with Karen at a diner. Karen orders tuna tartare at a diner? I was confusion by the ordering of tuna tartare at a diner. I never in my life. I hope she's okay. Maybe that's why she was drinking milk later on. Now, you can tell Karen is very uncomfortable at this meeting. She's covering her face. She looks nervous. She tells Monique about the trip to Portugal and the fact that Monique is not invited. And Monique looks hurt. But she looked like, okay. She doing that smiling in that nod and talking through them teeth. She says, all right, well, that's fine. I need to take care of my kids anyway. And Monique asks Karen about the pressing charges comment that Karen said to Candiace, and Karen basically says, listen, I told Candiace if it was me and I got beat up, I would press charges. Karen said, I can't fight and I need justice. It seems like Monique understood where Karen was coming from. She didn't seem too upset about it once she heard Karen's explanation, I guess. Then Karen further gets into her relationship with Candiace, and she's explaining to Monique that, because I'm not willing to pick a side, my relationship with Candiace is very strained. And Monique said, I wouldn't put you in that position. You still remaining friends with Candiace is not going to affect our friendship. I see that move, Monique. You better go ahead, girl. What do they say? Checkmate? I've never played chess a day in my life. Then we get on to Michael and Ashley. Ashley is arranging things with her friend Eve, who's going to be watching Baby Dean while she's away. Michael chimes in and says, Ashley says, I want to show her, how he's sleeping in his crib now that he's doing that. And Michael's like, well, she doesn't have to do that. I'll be home in time to put him to bed. He is lying. I don't believe... Okay, here's the thing. Michael is such a bad cheater. What he really should have said is, okay, that's fine. She can put him to bed and then swoop in like a superhero and come home early and put the baby to bed. That way, you're not held responsible for being home at a certain time. And at the same time, you look like a hero for coming home early and putting your baby to bed. But you see, he's an asshole. He's also claiming that he's going to spend a lot of time with the baby. I don't believe that. He basically is just like, yeah, everywhere I go, he'll be with me. Why you always lying? Then Ashley has like a burst vessel in her eye. What is going on with her and her mother and the eye issues? Why didn't she borrow her mother's eye patch for this scene? At first I didn't really notice it because her outfit was red. So then I was like, okay, maybe that's just like I don't know. It was distorting. Y'all know I'm blind. So but then I looked close and I was like, ew, what is wrong with her? I mean, not ill. I'm sure it's something like natural and it didn't look painful, but maybe cover that up. You were on TV. And then Ashley says, Michael, since you expressed at the therapist's office that you've been feeling neglected, I want you to be free to call me while I'm in Portugal. And he goes, okay, well, what's the time difference? She goes, it doesn't matter. Whenever you want to talk to me, call me. Now, this is going to be a great test to see if what he was saying was actually true. If he is truly neglected like he says he is, he would make a point to call her at least a couple of times a day, 1 or 2 times a day while she's out in Portugal. I didn't see that happen the first day, but I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm just saying. And then Ashley tells us that Monique asked her if she would write a statement explaining what happened last year at Candiace's house with the knife. If y'all don't recall, last season, Candiace got all up in Ashley's face with a butter knife, and it was a big old mess. So Monique asked Ashley to write a statement to establish a pattern with Candiace having like antagonizing behavior, I guess. Ashley said that she was willing to write the statement because last year with the whole butt grabbing incident, Monique and Chris had their backs. And then she also admitted that Monique was the only one that already knew about her and Michael having an open relationship, and Monique didn't say anything. So that is why Ashley is writing the statement, because Monique didn't lie about the butt grabbing incident. I do believe Monique that she didn't see anything. Monique didn't spill the beans about them having an open relationship. So that is why I'm guessing she feels like she owes Monique something. But girl, no, you didn't even see the incident. So why are you, I mean, okay, yes, you can tell your story about last year, but you know that that has everything that is in part with the wine bar fight, and you weren't even there, so you're not even entirely sure that you should be defending Monique. It's just, it's ridiculous. And I understand that she sees that nobody's defending Monique, so she probably feels like she has to. But girl, wait, you weren't even in the room with the wine fight. You don't even really know how it went down. And then on top of that, her and Candiace, Ashley and Candiace are just now, you know, repairing their friendship very slowly, and this is going to ruin it, as we see in the preview. So then the producer asked Ashley, oh, so Monique already knew. And then they show a clip of a few episodes ago, at the bar fight episode, when Ashley is telling the group, oh yeah, we had an open relationship, and Monique does a wow, like a pretends to be shocked face. They need to replace that meme of that girl doing the pretends to be shocked. I think she's from Big Brother or something. Y'all know that meme with the black girl pretending to be shocked. They need to replace that black girl with this black girl pretending to be shocked, because Monique played it very well. And you wouldn't have known if you didn't have this information. So looking back at it, Monique was like, wow, eyes wide, very animated. Where's her Oscar? So the ladies arrive in Portugal. All the rooms are absolutely beautiful. Karen says that she and Ray are in a better place. Gizelle says that she and Jamal now have clarity since that car conversation. What was the clarity? What did y'all decide on? Because he's still in Atlanta, child. I'm going to tell you something. I was so annoyed with both Gizelle and Wendy in this episode. They both just like rubbed me completely the wrong way. So then the ladies meet for dinner, and they bring out this tiny ass food. Aunt. Listen, I need 2 of those plates of each meal for me alone. That was an appetizer for one. I hope that wasn't the whole meal, because that, baby, that's play food. That was not enough food for me. Then Wendy brings up the degree drama with Karen. Everybody is like, girl. She tells the story about how her daddy named her after the fast food restaurant Wendy's because he worked there and he was promoted to manager, and he was so thankful that to have this wonderful opportunity in America that he named his daughter Wendy after Wendy's restaurant. I'm going to tell you something about Wendy's. Wendy's actually has the best dollar menu around town. Now, I know it's not a dollar menu anymore. It's like a value menu, but the best value menu, hands down, over anybody. Wendy's, baby. So she pretty much just like going on and on about the degrees and how important they are and how hard it was for her. And it's just like, okay, Wendy, baby, I'm gonna need you to stop talking about these degrees. We are all so very proud of you. It is extremely impressive, but baby, you are wearing me tired. Karen pretty much was just like, listen, we don't have to talk about this anymore. And when he goes, that's right, we don't. I'm putting a zip on it, or I'm putting a lock on it, or something like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, you don't have to, but you brought it up. Karen goes, we don't have to talk about it no more. When he goes, yeah, we don't, but you brought it up. And you actually continue to bring it up later on in this episode. Ooh, I am so over her and her validation of her degrees. Like, girl, we get it. She sounds like a vegan. A person that's vegan is when they want to tell you all about being vegan and they never shut up about being vegan. That's Wendy, the vegan of degrees. And then Karen actually just leaves it alone, which I am so proud of her, because you know Karen wanted to go in on her and she didn't. Now I'm starting to understand why Karen didn't like Wendy from the beginning, because I'm starting to feel the same way. And then they order a round of puncha, and for whatever reason they get on to saying poon poon and punani and all this coochie talk. And child, Gizelle being Gizelle, she asks Ashley about her marriage, and Ashley says she's 100% back in. And then Karen pointed out that Gizelle is on her messy Gizelle shit. Robyn. Oh my gosh, y'all. Robyn. I'm going to go ahead and issue an apology to Robyn. Robyn has redeemed herself in my eyes and in my heart this season alone for the past 4 seasons. Robyn is shining this season. I can't believe this. In my notes, I just simply have Robyn in all capital letters with heart eyes around it. I just can't believe it. So Robyn steps in. Robyn tells Ashley that she needs to stop putting all the weight of the issues of their marriage on her own shoulders, and Michael needs to step up and support her. As a new mom, she's going through a lot of emotions and a lot of stress, and Michael needs to be there for her and understand that she can't be 100% there for him. Now, that's the first thing. That's the first kudo Robyn gets from me. That's number one. And then Ashley says that she has to tell Candiace about the statement, and she wants to make sure that Candiace hears it directly from her. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of her for saying that. And then Gizelle hypes up again, being Gizelle. She asks Karen if she's spoken to Ray. And then Karen's like, have you spoken to Jamal? And then Karen says she's concerned that they haven't seen much of Jamal. And Gizelle gets all defensive. She gets super defensive. And Robyn, here's kudo number 2. Robyn comes to Karen's defense. Robyn says, if you're happy, why wouldn't you want to share that with us? And Gizelle did not like Robyn standing up for Karen. Pretty much, Gizelle likes to dig in everybody's business, and then once somebody else digs in hers, she gets very mad and likes to just shut it down right away. So then they leave dinner, and Ashley calls Michael to check on the baby before he puts him down to sleep, and of course, Michael's not answering his phone. So then she calls her friend Eve, and Eve lets her know that Michael hadn't made it home yet, so then she calls Michael again, and he finally answers the phone. Now, y'all, this motherfucking phone call. This goddamn phone call right here. So when she calls him, she is calmly, I notice she's talking very calmly to him, like a child. She is calmly trying to explain to him, where are you? You're late. Eve is waiting. You didn't let her know that you were running late. He basically was like, I'm in a meeting, and once the meeting is over, now I'm heading home. And she goes, yeah, but you didn't tell Eve that you were going to be late. And he's like, I said 7 o'clock. And she was like, well, it's 7:11. And he got so annoyed with her. First of all, he's talking over her while she's trying to calmly explain to him about the baby and why it's important to let people know that you're going to be late. He's talking over her, and then he finally just says, I can't do this. I'll call you when I get home. I can't be molested like this. What the hell is he talking about? I'm guessing he's saying he feels like she's all over him. First of all, this is her first time overseas away from her baby. She's calling to check in on him, and she just wants to see the baby. And you said that you would be home to put him to bed every night. So she's calling to hold you accountable and also to see her baby and also to see if your ass was actually home. Where the hell were you? At the damn casino, I bet. No damn meeting. He's meeting Huas at the casino. That was the meeting. So Robyn goes to Gizelle's room to talk about what happened at dinner, and Robyn basically doubles down. Gizelle asks her, what the hell was that? And Robyn was like, listen, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. You are keeping him hidden from us. And Robyn basically was like, it's just you want us to share, and we're just asking you to share. And Gizelle was like, I agree, but I didn't want to hear it then. Basically, Robyn had to go and coddle her and make sure she was okay and she wasn't mad at her, but whatever. Again, I'm proud of Robyn. That's kudo number 3 for saying what the hell she said. Child, the next day we see Candiace doing the absolute most, putting letters of affirmation all over her mirror. She is milking this for all she can. Ashley and Karen are talking. Ashley says that she overreacted the night before. I don't agree with that. Talking about the Michael situation, I do not agree with that. I think she was completely valid in her reaction. He was late and he was being all snippy with her on the phone. And of course, she, like I said before, because of his track record, she has every reason to be nervous and suspicious. And then they show a clip of him calling and apologizing to her via voicemail, child. So then the ladies head downstairs. They get in a van to head out for the day, and they're all talking to each other, saying, oh, did you check in with your family? Did you call your family? Da-da-da-da. And Karen asked Gizelle if she talked to the girls. And Gizelle's like, yeah, I talked to them and Jamal. Bitch, ain't nobody asked you about Jamal, bitch. And the ladies are taking cable cars throughout the city, over the city, which was really cool. And you have Wendy, Ashley, and Gizelle in one car, and Candiace, Robyn, and Karen in the other car. And in the Robyn car, they are discussing Ashley and Michael, and pretty much Robyn is explaining that she sees where Ashley is coming from, and usually men tend to act out when women first have babies, but she says the real truth or the real test is going to come to see if he continues that behavior or not. I guess, girl, I guess. And then in the Wendy card, they are talking about the degrees. You can tell Karen is trying to move past this degree issue, and Wendy clearly is not. So then the ladies sit down for lunch. They bring up the degree situation again. Wendy brings it up again. She explains one more time, this was 6 years of my life. My father died. I was pregnant. And she gets emotional, and Karen apologizes. Okay, now listen, if I hear about this, if this comes up one more time, y'all, I'm going to scream. Karen apologized. Now let's let this shit go. They bring up Jamal again, and Gizelle gets so defensive that she calls Jamal right there at the table, and they ask her, why does she press them for their business but they can't press for hers? And also, calling him at the table doesn't prove a damn thing, girl. Karen said it best. That relationship is on the phone. And proof again of you calling him and putting him and letting them see him through the phone. Girl, and Karen read her fulfills. Karen said, I'm not giving you shit because you don't give shit except shit. And pretty much that is where the episode ends, y'all. It was a quick episode. There wasn't too much drama, but I would have to say I actually really enjoyed this episode. Now, we did get a to be continued, which it was very unnecessary. We didn't need to get a to be continued at the end of this episode. They could have just left it there and just picked up. To be continues need to happen for like fights and stuff, like altercations, but whatever. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I enjoyed the episode. It's cute. It was refreshing. I like the change of scenery. Portugal was gorgeous. The food looked really good. Again, I need more portions. I feel like I flew through this recap. I'm sorry, y'all, if I was talking fast or flew through it or whatever, but that was everything. So in the preview for next week, it looks pretty good, but we didn't get too much information in the preview, in my opinion. We see Gizelle and the Karen situation continues on, and then Ashley breaking the news to Candiace about writing the statement for Monique. That's pretty much all I saw. I might have missed something, child, but I don't know. So y'all, this was a quick recap of Potomac. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about it, and look forward to another episode. I might record another one this weekend. I'm going to try to catch up on all the I'm going to try to catch up on Southern Charm. I might do an episode this weekend doing Southern Charm in Salt Lake City just to kind of get us all caught up. We'll see, y'all. Don't hold me to that, okay? Anyway, until next time, y'all, this has been an episode of Now We Said It, and I will see you next week. Bye.
But now we said it.